Hi. Often we wonder what happens to commonly used products like plastic bottles where we drink water, shopping bags, boxes of cosmetics, and even worn tires of our cars, among many others. Some of these materials, after a process of selective collection and partial recycling, they end up in landfills. Now I will show you one of our solutions for the processing thereof in other resources still very valuable. This is the machine, which we developed in Get Energy to transform materials previously mentioned into resources that we so much need. In this case, I will explain how the GE-CDR machine works and how it transforms a material like this sample, consisting of different plastic types. From this material, we can extract elements still very valuable. The material comes into our machine thanks to a conveyor belt, a mechanical transport system that carries the material within our reaction chamber, where the transformation of thereof takes place. This material, commonly known as a waste, a second-hand matter, is made out of products still very noble, which can even produce electrical energy. Come with me. The material finds inside the reactor a temperature between 350 to 400 Celsius degrees, almost in total absence of oxygen. This to make sure we don't cause any type of combustion inside of it. Our machine uses only electrical energy as heating vector. The material input is subjected to a double compartment system, thus preventing the possible leakage of fumes outside the reaction chamber. Once inside, the material is divided thanks to a pyrolysis process into a solid fraction and a gaseous one. The solid fraction is discharged via a screw conveyor system into a collecting station for a subsequent use. In the collection station, we will find a powdery substance or coal ash type depending on the kind of material introduced. Which, from the whole input amount, can stand between the 15 to 20% for plastics and 35 to 40% for used tires. This solid part also has a use such as in playgrounds or jogging tracks, brick flooring processing, inks manufacture, but can still be stored, transported, and disposed according to local environmental policies. As regards the gaseous fraction, it is routed inside the condensation towers. Depending on the process material, the percentages of condensation will vary greatly. The gas introduced will be condensed once it reaches its boiling point, passing into a liquid state inside the tanks placed below the condensation towers. This liquid fraction is pumped into the filtering phase, which will run in several stages in order to get an oil of excellent physical characteristics, ensuring in this way a better operation of our generators. The gaseous fraction will be sent outside thanks to a pumping system. in order to have a constant gas supply for both gas only and biofuel generators for energy production, and for heating loads for the production of thermal energy. Join me to see the next step outside. The gas produced is compressed and pumped inside of these temporary storage tanks. There is one for gas as well as one for oil. In the case of gas, it can be used in heating systems such as a boiler like this one. Thanks to its calorific value, this gas can be used to produce heat in a boiler, as in this example by heating water, for utilities like heating units, radiators, or generally for any kind of heating system. Or even can be used torches, blowpipes, or in any other heating system based on exposure to an open flame. Obviously, as main use, this gas is intended to be used in a generator, both only gas and in those biofuel, gas and oil. The generators also have the possibility, depending on the customer's request, to be prepared for heat recovery in order to give place to the phases of cogeneration and trigeneration, electrical and thermal energy, both for heating as for cooling, closing in this way the cycle of transformation of a waste into a source of renewable energy. The whole process in Get Energy is constantly monitored and managed by our computerized automation system, which allows us to get an overview and fully control the entire process at any time. It was designed so that the operator, the person who is physically at the place, only needs to program the machine at the start, by entering the data like the quantity of material to process, and from this point on, the system will conduct all the operation automatically. This system has also remote functionalities, thanks to a network previously configured and secured. This network will connect the machine to our monitoring centers, even when on the move, from devices like smartphones and tablets, so that we can monitor, as well as solve any eventuality in the right way and at the right time. Thank you for joining us. We invite you to know all our solutions. See you soon.